Hello everyone and welcome to Weekly Nerd News Top 5. Seeing this is the first Top 5 and Otakon is this week, I figured I'd give my Top 5 favorite anime. And this is pretty much just my list of just anime I could sit down, pick up, watch any point, and just still be totally immersed in it and totally just enjoy everything that's happening in it. Starting off my list at number 5 is a slice of life comedy about a depressed suicidal teacher, Sayonara Zetsubou-Sensei. Sayonara Zetsubou-Sensei, which literally translates to Goodbye, Mr. Despair, is adapted from the manga by Koji Kameda. It is a comedy about a depressed and suicidal teacher who takes all aspects of his life, word, and culture to the most negative, extreme light possible. Not only does it satirize anime, but also satirizes politics, media, and Japanese society as a whole. Each episode usually focusing around one of the characters, some kind of Japanese culture or word, and it's usually Toshiki-sensei, taking it to the far extreme. The Zetsubou-Sensei, as he is in despair. The students in the class also help round out the characteristics of the show as well, such as his polar opposite Kafka, who only sees the world in a super positive view, the typical bandage character, and there's also just, that normal girl. If you ever get the chance to check out Sayonara Zetsubou-Sensei, I highly recommend you doing so. It's very funny anime. If you definitely want to learn more about Japan and society and culture as well, definitely an anime you can watch for that. Alright, so number 4 on this list was a little bit back and forth. I had to choose between two different animes to put here. I wanted them to be two of the ones I remember distinctly as a child, and I wound up going with Digimon. So when I was younger, everyone seemed to think Digimon was just a Pokemon ripoff, and I seem to be one of the many few people in my school who actually enjoyed watching Digimon. The original series that followed the Digidestin was an adventure I seriously loved. Whereas Pokemon made an open-ending continuing story, Digimon had its arcs and also had its conclusions. As someone who loves good endings, this series definitely gave me that. That's why I chose this series over Pokemon. Sorry, Pokemon. Alright, so number 3, you knew it was going to be on this list, is Cowboy Bebop. Come on. Cowboy Bebop is gateway drug anime, as people like to call it, following the adventures of the Bebop crew. Well, you could say the misadventures of the bounty hunters as they wake their way through space. The English dub of this show is universally hailed as being one of the best English dubs ever, and I completely agree with that. The music in the series is just simply phenomenal. Yoko Kanno composing it was simply amazing. Mixing in some dark storytelling, some humorous stories, perfect blend of violence, and some tears that can be shed along the way, Cowboy Bebop is one of those stories you will stay hooked to until the very end. Time travel, text messages, microwaves, bananas, and Dr. Pepper. What do they have in common? Number 2 on our list, Steins Gate. Steins Gate follows the members of the Future Gadget Laboratory and their fight for conquest over CERN, an evil organization bent on world domination. The main star in the show is Hoen Kyoma, a mad scientist. It's so cool! Instead of a bet. Steins Gate is a show that can start off a bit slow. The show would flesh out some of its characters, setting up a very believable and well-versed world. But before long, the show kicks it into high gear and takes you on a crazy roller coaster of a ride. Moving from funny and quick wit to downright sad and depressing moments, Steins Gate can only be described as an emotional ride that will leave you wanting more and more. So, what show is number 1? What show can I watch over and over and over and just never get tired of it? Well, that's simple. It's a show probably not many people have seen, which is kind of sad, but people who do see it love this show. And I'm talking about Beck, Mongolian Chop Squad. Beck, Mongolian Chop Squad. Seriously, one of my favorite animes of all time. It's not fantasy or sci-fi or any type of supernatural type show. That doesn't stop it from having a great connection, or even telling a great story. Beck follows Koyuki, a young boy who happens upon a Frankenmutt named Beck. Beck is owned by Ryusuke Minami, an amazing guitarist who Koyuki soon befriends. Before long, Koyuki joins up with Ryusuke, also with Chiba, Taira, and Saku, in forming the world's greatest band, Beck, named after the dog, which Chiba named. Giving such a broad outline to the show doesn't give it justice. This show can be a love letter to music. Good music, music that makes you feel, and music gives you a connection to something. And that's what this show puts out perfectly. People joining together, creating something they love, and showing how hard and how long it could take to even get one thing done. This show is another one of the shows that has an amazing English voice cast, featuring people like Greg Ayres and Brina Palencia, who play Koyuki and Maha respectively, give great vocal performances in their singing. If you ever want to be inspired or just enjoy and love music, check out Back, my favorite top anime series. I just want to give a big thank you to everyone watching this list. I'm right now at Otakon, making videos for this channel, so subscribe to this channel to see Otakon stuff. More top 5s will be coming. Doctor Who is coming out, so I'm going to do some top 5 lists for that. And stay tuned, there's more coming to this channel. I'm going to be doing much more with this. More little shows will be coming up. So thank you for watching, and please subscribe.